So most Missoulians are fortunate enough to have the luxuries that we may sometimes take for granted. So, whereas you might define luxury as a nice car or a nice home, a fancy meal, there's a group of people who see luxury much differently. Luxury to these people can be as simple as a mass-produced meal, or getting a clean community shower, or just having a place to lay their heads at night. So anyways, what started off as a soup kitchen, I think in 1974, has evolved into Montana's largest homeless shelter, and it serves up to 300 people a day in tons of different ways. So I spent the last month donating my time to the Poverello Center, serving meals, working in the office, and I guess most importantly, getting to know the people that make the Poverello what it is. And I can't lie, I'm hooked. It's a really cool place, and once you start there, you kind of, at least for me, it found a place in my heart. But anyways, today I will take you into what locals call the POV. You'll get to meet the people who work there, the people who volunteer there, the clients that they serve, and hopefully you'll get a deeper understanding of the general atmosphere of the Poverello Center.
Happiness, if this door is freedom, then I've found the key.
The Poverello Center's roots and the services that it offered back in the day have greatly expanded since its creation in the early 70s. Emily Salvatierra is a regular volunteer at the Poverello Center.
The Poverello Center started off as a soup kitchen run by a group of nuns, and since it's evolved, they initially added beds, and since then we've been adding services, increase the number of people who can sleep here in a night, to be able to accommodate more people.
So when Emily mentioned providing services to the homeless, she really wasn't kidding. The Poverello Center aims to meet the needs of pretty much every aspect of its clients' lives. That list goes on, and the services seem almost endless. So I'm just going to stick with what I would consider to be the basics. That's providing food, clothing, a place to sleep at night, medicinal needs, and a way to keep everyone and everything throughout the center clean. So let's start with food. Every morning around 10 a.m., a truck pulls up in the alley next to the Poverello Center, and volunteers begin to take down food from the truck that's donated by local grocery stores.
No. Ooh, that's a heavy one. Yeah, this one here is heavy, man.
The food is then taken to be refrigerated before being turned into a hot meal, or it's taken to the center's food pantry. Debbie Saylor is the volunteer coordinator at the Poverello Center.
The food pantry is open Monday through Sunday from 12:30 to 2 every day of the week. It's available to anybody in the Missoula community. All you need to do is come in and fill out a form, and you can access it 7 days a week. We get food from our food rescue program that's used in that, and so we're able to give out good things from the good food store and produce and that sort of stuff through the food pantry, and then also canned goods and frozen items as well.
Pantry. Pantry. You go to Starbucks and get,
So that leads us to the kitchen. Quite the interesting place and quite busy most of the time. But anyways, every day around 11:30 and 5:30 at night, people begin to line up in preparation for a hot meal served by a multitude of volunteers that can span from church organizations all the way to high schoolers trying to fulfill some required community service hours. But regardless, the overall goal is to feed as many people the highest quality and the highest quantity of food possible, all while trying to adhere to a pretty tight budget.
Chili, smoked sausage, we got a chicken enchilada, Spanish rice, steamed vegetables.
Cool. Tell me about the food here. Tell me like on a general basis.
Oh, it's pretty good on a general basis, as long as I'm doing it. No, it's good. Everybody that's here is good at what they do, and we go for quality, and we get a lot of good stuff, and we make the best of it. Yeah.
Jesse Schraffenagel is the director of the Food Insecurities Program at the Poverello Center.
So in 2011, we served in the soup kitchen 127,103 meals. Of those meals, 14,000 were served to veterans and 9,753 unduplicated individuals. Of those also, we put out sack lunches as well for folks that can't come in and eat. And of those meals, we put out 21,000 sack lunches for 2011. Last year, we rescued over 545,000 pounds of food that would have otherwise gone to the landfill. We put a dollar value on that, and it's estimated at just under $1 million of rescued product.
So after the food has been served, people have been fed, dishes are washed, the kitchen's cleaned and brought back to pretty much where it was before food ever was being prepared. That's when people start doing their chores, and chores are an essential part of keeping the Poverello Center functioning. Every resident is required at least one chore for the day, and this helps keep both the Poverello clean, and it also helps endorse a sense of responsibility amongst the residents. Here's volunteer Emily Salvatierra again.
So for each night of stay, residents are required to do a chore the following day. Helps keep this place clean when there are 200 people running around during a day, and helps residents stay accountable and keep busy during the day. So a chore can be anything from doing our dishes during lunch to vacuuming and cleaning stairwells to wiping down the doorknobs with hand sanitizer. Can look a little bit like anything.
All right, man. You want to tell me what you're doing and what's your gig here?
Oh, washing dishes.
And how does that help the POV? Do you just volunteer to do the dishes and help out?
Oh, it's a chore.
Tell me about chores.
Everybody gets a chore every day. And they got to do a chore to sleep here. Yeah, that's the way it works. Keeps the place clean and gives them clean food and everything.
So the Poverello Center not only requires that the facility remain clean, but it also requires that its residents stay clean. And that comes in the form of a requirement that they take at least one shower a day. This measure helps protect and minimize the risk and spread of disease. And a recent remodeling of the bathrooms at the Poverello Center has helped enforce that rule quite easy. This is staff member Jaron Von Buren.
Let's see, a friend of ours, Nicholas Galdieri, and with him and the help of Home Resource and MUD, the Missoula Urban Development, we were able to build 3 showers, tiled, floor to ceiling, over 3,000 tiles set. But the showers we had before were old, leaky, fiberglass, crappy, mildewy, and now we have all brand new tile showers, something you'd find in like a 4 or 5 star hotel. It's really awesome.
I'm keeping my word. I'm right where we parted. My story is simple enough. Since
This is part 1 of a 2-part series. Next week we'll look at medical care, overnight housing, and we'll talk to some of the Poverello Center's clients and staff to see the ups and downs of both living and working at the Poverello Center. All audio and photos that were included in this piece were recorded using the iPhone 4S. Thank you for listening. I'm Steele Williams.